Hit that. Scroll down here. We'll start with a pretty basic one today. What has been your character's biggest mistake?
It could have possibly been the murder
Yep.
back at the fishery.
Right.
Although, granted, it's not really like...
It wasn't like premeditated murder or anything. It was like a spur
kind
of
of
the
the
moment.
heat of the moment. Yeah.
Self-defense. Yeah.
Well, he could have navigated that better. And especially with all the hindsight, probably at least it stayed home.
Yeah.
Staying home more so is the big one.
the bigger deterrent, I fear. What does your character want to be remembered by?
Remembered by?
Yeah.
I guess currently just the fact that he's a knight of the land. And hopefully by the war's end, acts of bravery, so on and so forth.
Right, okay. And what is your character's biggest flaw?
His biggest flaw, I suppose right now, is more so his naivety, and the fact that he's sort of completely all in on the whole Francis angle, and is not really... I mean, I feel like there are some justified reasons for him to be, at least, so trusting in this, at least his side, but...
Right.
At the same time, being so front-loaded and unwilling to hear the other sides is probably a negative.
Okay, fair enough. Alrighty. So with that, we will join right back with Ronnen where we left off previously. Darren's 10,000 Hakayan troops had just come to the town of, where were we? Jadina, I believe.
I believe so.
And they were going to, I fear, fuck you up.
They were a bit of an asshole.
So, we lost Cyprin due to that. And in the mix of it, Ronnen got caught with an arrow to the leg. Not to the knee, because I already did that joke with Leslie, so we're not doing it again.
Oh, fuck, man.
But you did catch an arrow to the leg. Presumably you've retreated into the forest of East Hollow at this point. And yeah, Ronnen is injured, to say the least. He's got an arrow in his leg. So, but you have made it far enough away that you've lost your pursuers for the moment. But you've also lost Rohan and Francis as well.
Oh shit, I'm just all alone.
Yes, in the forest with an arrow in your leg currently.
Oh, shit. I suppose the first thing Ronan would do is just take his blade and try to, at least, did the arrow just go clean, clean through his leg, or is it lodged in it still?
I'd say it's lodged. It's not it didn't go all the way through either. It's more it's pierced we'll say towards the calf, I would say.
Yeah. Well, then he'll probably take his blade and at least remove the arrowhead, that part of it, but he's gonna leave it in just so he doesn't fucking bleed out.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's just gonna try to, I guess at this point, I'll just try to look out for any signs of trails that Rohan or Francis might have made.
All right, give me
in the bush.
give me that sweet perception check.
Oh shit! Oh shit! A nat 20.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah, you are able to, due to the fact that Francis always dons his armor and Rohan tends to wear the same shoes each day. You're able to discern their trails in the dirt at this point.
Are they still together, or are they separated?
It looks like they're moving together, from what you can tell.
All right. Well, I guess there's no. I'll just keep following the trail and just keep trying to duck low, make sure no one's following.
So, sneakily moving across, following these tracks, you hear the voice of your brother call out to you, Rohan, or Ronan, over here.
Hey, at least you could at least keep it down.
I need your help.
Ruin.
Francis is injured.
What happened to him?
Ronan, I need your help.
Rohan? Ronan is Uh, Rowan's gonna sort of like be a little off kilter due
Mm-hmm.
to him just repeating it, but he is gonna continue moving towards the voice.
And in doing so, you're suddenly grabbed by your shirt collar, armor, whatever you want to call it, and you're pulled down behind a log by your brother Rohan. So he looks at you and goes, "Shh, that's not me."
He noticed.
What the fuck is
What?
that?
I don't know. Where's Francis?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm hoping he didn't get let off by a voice as well. What did it sound like to you?
Sounded like you.
That's what I thought. Because it sounded like you earlier.
What's going on? Do you think it's one of oh, what's his name? Darren's? Yeah, that's the one pursuing us.
Yeah, Darren is. Yeah.
Do you think it's maybe one of Darren's men, or?
I don't know how they would have such a great impression of us. Both of us, for that matter.
Father's with him. I don't know.
Yes, father is with him. God damn him. Oh, what should we do?
Shit. Can I still, like, from at least here, see where Francis's trail is, like, heading towards?
Let's see. Give me another perception check.
All right.
We'll see.
We're 16.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you are able to see Francis's footprint still.
I can keep trying to track him at the very least. See where he went.
Do you want to take care of that leg before we do?
Yeah. You got a
Okay.
bandage on you?
Yeah,
Or a
I've got-
tourniquet?
I've got some equipment on me here. Let me try to help. Ooh.
Just let me know before you pull the damn thing out.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
3, and you just yoinked the arrow out of your leg.
Fuck. Ronan just, like, smacks the ground.
Trust me,
Just trying to keep quiet.
the anticipation would have been a lot worse than if I had just done it. Trust me.
I'll take your word for it.
Yep, as you should.
Still fucking sucks.
And I'm gonna warn you, I'm not very good with these bandages. Here we go. Okay. He has a -1 to his medicine, so that was pretty decent. He manages to put it together. It's not great. It's probably not even fully covering the wound, but the bandages are on, to say the least.
I'll make do for now, at least.
Okay. Well, shall we get moving?
All right, I'm ready. Yeah.
All right, let's be careful because I don't know what that thing is.
Yeah, I think it's best if we stay away from it.
And I will say that as you sort of get closer to the voice, it gets more like distorted. More of like the kind of noise.
Ah, boy.
Yeah, as opposed to whatever you were dealing with before.
Yeah.
So, you.
Is there any way that I could, like, make, I don't know, some kind of, like, knowledge check to see if there's, like, a mimic sort of, like, mythos around here, or?
Yeah, you could do that.
What would you say the role, like a history, or?
Yeah, we'll do history for like urban legends. Ooh,
Ooh!
you have heard nothing. You don't give any. Ronan has no interest in the mythos of Belruda, and therefore has no knowledge of anything that may be lurking in this forest.
Anytime someone brought it up in the schoolyard, I was like, ew! That's
Cringe.
stupid, you're stupid!
You're an idiot. You still believe in Santa forehead?
Imagine me, an intellectual,
Let me
not
see
believing in Santa.
Okay. Rohan, luckily. Rohan somewhat knows. And I'll say that he says something along the lines of, you think this is one of those urban legends we used to hear about when we were kids?
What do you mean? I never really paid that much attention.
Well, you remember old man Frank, right? One of Dad's
What?
first employees?
Yeah.
He used to always talk about some kind of monster that lurked in the forest. It would lure people out with the voices of its loved ones, and then it would get them. Maybe that's what that is.
So what, you're telling me that it's just out here?
Could very well be. There's
Oh.
all sorts of strange things we don't know about in these forests. God forbid we go to the mountains.
Oh yeah? What's up there?
Beats me. I want to find out.
Well, I mean, we could check to take care of it, you know? Make sure that no one else falls prey to it.
No, I don't think. I don't think we're capable, Ronan. I'll be quite honest. If this thing is what Frank said it was, this thing's been alive since the dawn of time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't think we stand much of a chance, you know.
Okay, well, I guess we shouldn't go merrily into a suicide run.
Not just yet. Not without finding our leader first.
All right. And I suppose we'll just keep following the trail.
All right. And so, following the trail, you find yourself in the city of Beaconsdale. At this point, you made your way all the way up through East Hollow Forest, and you've come across this little village.
I guess-
Rohan goes, "Do you think he wandered in here for some kind of safety?"
Well, he didn't get baited by that whatever that thing is, so I don't know. Would we know like if this town is like under the control of one of the brothers in particular, or
I'm trying to think at this point in time. No, I don't believe Beaconsdale is under control of any faction at this moment that you would be aware
Okay.
of. So
yeah, it's still pretty like neutral.
yeah.
As last time I recall, no one has control of this place, so not a bad place to take refuge.
Great idea. Let's get in there and see what opportunities are afforded to us.
And hopefully there's an actual doctor around.
Yeah, I hear that. I think there's a researcher that lives in this town. Actually, he could probably help us.
Researcher?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not quite a doctor, but I suppose
No,
a
but
learned man is better than anything.
Experiments in all kinds of things. So
I'm concerned now.
yeah, you should be. Morals never held him back. So
That? And you're telling me I should visit this man to fix my leg?
all he's gonna do is fix your leg. It's not like he's gonna experiment on your mind or anything. He's just gonna
I
do
don't
some
know.
classical medicine.
The way you're saying this now, I feel like he's going to experiment on my mind.
No. I wouldn't let that happen to you. But even still, we have to figure out where he is.
Yeah.
You wanna?
I'm assuming the
Oh.
the trail's gone pretty cold for Francis at this point, being in town.
Yeah, I would say so. All things considered. If you'd like, I can go around to some of the markets. If you'd like to go over to, maybe you want to go over to the tavern, try to see if you can find anything out there.
Yeah, I'll try to see. Look around for him.
All right, sounds good. And thus, they split up.
Have you people ever heard of closing the gut? Ronan breaks the door open.
And thus, you enter the Beaconsdale Tavern. There's a elf behind the bar, and a Francis at the bar.
Well, that was easier done. And Ronan's just gonna go approach him, sort of like slap him on the back.
Oh,
Glad to see that you're safe.
yeah, glad to see you are safe too. Where's Rohan?
He went down to the market to try to look for you.
Oh, well, I'm here.
Yeah.
Glad you two made it out okay. Did you hear that thing out there?
Yeah, I almost kind of approached it.
Yeah, so did I, till I saw it.
What did it look like?
Farm equipment, a scarecrow, a mixture of the two.
Beg pardon?
Yeah,
In the middle of a forest? What the hell is all that doing out there?
that's what I'm wondering. There was a weird, strange, glowing red core, I would say, but I didn't stick around to get a good look at the thing.
Yeah, I was about to approach it, and then Rohan managed to tackle me down. Thought it was him, and, well, kind of alleviated the illusion.
I thought it was both of you.
You heard both of our voices.
I sure did.
Hmm.
In tandem. almost conversational. I only really,
That I would be pretty unnerved.
yeah, I only caught on that it was fake whenever the conversation started to loop.
Same here. I tried speaking to it and it just kept saying the same thing.
I don't think it's capable of real conversation, whatever it
Mm.
was.
Yeah, Rohan was saying that apparently it's a local legend. It's a mimic of some sort, or at least it cries mimicry.
Does seem like it. How's your leg doing, by the way? That doesn't look so good.
It could be doing better. Gone bandaged up, but Rohan and I were never really that into the medical field.
I know a local guy that I could take you to.
Researcher?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
You ever heard of him?
No, I don't recall.
Yeah, he's an elf. His name's Shalimar.
Excuse me for one brief second. Shalimar.
Yes, yes. He's, I mean, God, he's Daimarel's historian. He's a researcher. And he toys around with medical practice here and there.
Huh. Well, I guess he's my best bet then.
Alright.
But Rowan told me that there was some curious things that he was doing, like
Oh,
experimenting.
yeah. He's done some experimenting that's been kind of controversial in the scholar scene, but I mean, he's made several breakthroughs, including breakthroughs in, like, I don't know, people who can mind read or psychics or something. I don't know. He wrote a book.
I see.
Yeah.
Ronan is just sort of like off put, just he's like smiling, but his eyes are just like darting, just like aha.
Let's go meet him. I'm sure he'll be happy to have someone to work on.
All right. I don't like the phrasing of that, but once again, I guess it's my best option.
And thus, Francis escorts Ronan over to Shalimar's house that is across from a farm. And you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, good. So, Francis knocks on the door, and you see this wood elf answer, and he goes, "Oh, Francis, and a new friend. What
Hello
can I
there.
do for you two?"
Well, I've come down with a serious case of, and Ronan just puts his leg forward.
Ah, a classic. Luckily for you, I just stirred up some remedies for that. So come on in. We'll take care of it.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. And your name, young sir?
I'm Ronan.
Ah.
Ronan Ashford.
Good to meet you. I'm Shalimar.
I've heard.
Yes, my brother Golis just came back from the forest with some ingredients that luckily are going to be just the ones we need to fix you up. Have a seat.
Oh. Well, how lucky am I? And Ronan sort of just like gently just puts himself in a seat.
Yeah. And you watch as Shalimar starts pouring all of these vials into each other and causing all of these different mixtures. As you look around the room, you notice that there's sort of wall-to-wall books in here. But these aren't like official publications or books that he went out and bought. These are books that he's written. And they cover like a myriad of topics. So
I'm looking around right now, and it seems that your name's on the back of each cover of these.
yep. I'm something of a documentarian. Some of these are historical accounts. Some of these are experiments and potions and other things that I've come up with over the years.
How long have you been at it?
Since the age of 15, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Well, seeing how there's so much, you must have been around.
Oh, yes. Next month will be my about my 150th birthday, I want to say.
Oh. Well, hey, you look good for your age.
Thank you. Elves don't really start to age until around 260-ish, so. Let me see. Yes, this should be perfect. Alright, take those bandages off.
Alright.
Alright, this is going to burn.
One doesn't it?
Ready?
Yep.
Make me a Constitution saving throw, Tim.
Ow, fuck. Alright, let's see here.
Just want to see where we land on the pain scale. Okay.
14.
Not too bad, then. Not too bad. There's a bit of a sting, but you watch as he pours the liquid over the wound, and you watch as the wound just kind of seals itself up.
Oh.
There you go.
Ronan's kind of like poking at it.
Yeah, that's just your skin now.
That is there still like a visible scar, or is it like?
Nope, it's perfect.
Oh wow. Yeah, Ronan's just like wow.
Yes, this potion amplifies the healing process and also repairs any dead tissue caused by the wound, thus causing your skin to look completely unscathed, all things considered. Sadly, the ingredients needed to produce such a result is sort of rare, and it makes it rather difficult to mass produce these.
Oh, I see.
But you should feel fine if you want to stand on it just to test things out.
Yeah, Ronan will like get up on his leg and like kind of like balance on it.
Mm-hmm. Feels just fine. Feels practically like nothing happened.
I can't even tell I got shot.
Yeah, that is the desired effect of this potion.
Well, thank you very much. I'm in your debt.
Of course. And should you need anything else, I'm more than happy to help. You two are part of the war effort recently, yes?
Indeed.
Interesting. Someone had stopped in that name. Ashford. I believe there was a girl here the other day. Or someone came looking for a girl the other day with the last name Ashford.
You recall her first name?
I believe it started with a Y, unless I'm mistaken.
Oh, shit.
She was brought here by, well, this woman. She initially lied about her name, but she told me the truth later. Her name's Rowena.
Rowena.
She's a elf. About 5'5", green eyes, pale skin.
Are they still in town?
No. This was possibly months ago that they stopped in.
Damn it.
Yes, I believe she was riding around with Todrick at the time. He also showed up briefly. They killed 2 Darren soldiers outside of my home.
Oh, damn it.
Something wrong?
That girl was my younger sister, Una.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that. A woman did show
Apparently
up here looking for her the other day, though. A
Ooh.
Cypern Gorehart.
Oh, well, there's her again. Was that recent? Or how long ago was that?
Had to have been a couple days or so.
Ronan sort of like just piecing it together. So, did she say why she was looking for him?
Well, as far as I understand, Cypern works for Darren, and I'm assuming she's looking for her on behalf of him.
She didn't say any personal reasons, did she?
No. Not that I could discern. Seemed like she was strictly working for her king at the time.
You wouldn't happen to know what direction this Rowena went?
She went back to Vecna last I saw.
With the girl?
No. Just went
Where's
back.
the girl?
The girl? Oh, you're referring to Rowena then. Miss Cross.
I assume that they both left this place together. Una and Rowena.
Yes, of course they did. They went south, as far as I could tell. Went into the forest, actually.
That's months-long lead. Looking for a needle in a haystack to try to follow her.
Mm-hmm.
Did Rowena say anything else about why did she come here in the first place?
She came here initially from Ashbourne, after the battle that had taken place there.
Oh,
Now that
okay.
I think about it, I think this might have been years ago, actually. Yeah,
Believe about a year.
yeah.
Or, yeah,
She stopped in here
willingly.
and took refuge under a false name, and then they went south after that, went into East Hollow.
Hmm. As much as I want to try to chase after them, I really doubt that's how amount to anything.
How about this, Rohan? We can make our way back to the camp, and then you and Rohan can head south.
You'd let us?
Yeah, of course. We might even have more information if Shanku is present or has sent us any letters.
Hmm. It's worth a shot. Thank you, my lord, for indulging us so far.
Of course. Safe travels and whatnot.
Good luck in the war.
Good luck to you. And
And
thus, they head out, I'm assuming.
yeah, Rose was quickly just. And thank you, Shalimar. Very insightful.
Of course. Anytime I can help, feel free to stop by.
If you need any help, please contact me.
Will do.
And yeah, I guess
Alright.
Ronan will start heading back to the marketplace.
Alrighty. And you find Rohan there. At some kind of food stand.
Nice looking around, brother.
Well, he's obviously not here. He's with you. So, what was I to look around for?
So what, you didn't come try to find us, or?
No, I'd just wait for you to come get me. You obviously found him.
Well, found another lead on where Yuna could possibly be.
Yes, and what's that?
We spoke to the researcher Shalimar, and apparently she was taken by someone named Rowena down south.
Hmm.
But that was when Ashbourne was, well, the battle was fought there.
God. That was years ago by this point.
Exactly.
Huh.
How? However, Francis has given us the clear to at least search there anyways. Who knows, maybe this Rowena has a den there?
It's possible, yeah. We could try to look southward, I suppose.
In down south, is there any place notorious for like Todrick might be staying, or like a Todrick centered like place?
It's not a Todrick-centered place, but you have heard that his soldiers have marched on the city of Ratter and have an occupation there at the moment, despite the fact that Ratter is a Francis-supporting city.
Do you think she might have taken her to Ratter?
She might have. It's about as far south as you can go in Daimorel without going to Watona.
Pretty far out of the way for Darren to try to attempt to capture her.
Be pretty safe too, I would assume.
Well, what say you?
I say we head down there and see what we find.
Alright. To Ratter it is.
Francis will regroup with you at the camp when the time comes. Very well, you two. Safe travels and whatnot. Hope you find your sister.
Thank you, my liege.
Of course. And thus, the brothers head
Mount
down
up!
to Ratter. Takes a couple months to get there, you know.
All this
Arriving
traveling time. What the
there,
fuck?
I know. Arriving in Ratter, you find It's sort of a oceanside town, so it's quite similar to Ashbourne in the fact that you have your fisheries here.
Mm-hmm.
On the smaller side, I'll say, in comparison to the other towns you've been to thus far, smaller than Beckinsale, I would dare even say. However, there is a sign for a Flying Flute Tavern to your right, and you can definitely see some Todrick Guard within the distance. That's more across town, though, I would say.
Yeah, like more in. Well, shall we stop at the tavern and try to get lay of the land?
Yeah, and maybe a couple drinks while we're here.
I won't argue with that.
And Rohan and Ronnen make their way inside. Behind the bar is a dwarf.
Is there any is there like many patrons in here?
Yeah, it's pretty occupied, I would say, by this
Oh,
time.
okay. Yeah, Ronan will just like go up to the bar, just said, "Oh, what do you got on tap?"
Got a lot of things. What are you interested in? You want some food? You want some drink?
Hmm, I could go for a little bit of both.
All right. Well, we got on our menu today. We got some stewed onions, some Kraken tenderloin.
Kraken
Uh,
tenderloin.
oh yeah, it's a rarity. We just got it imported.
Oh,
Would you like some?
how much? You say rarity, so how much are we talking?
Yeah, it's like 50 gold.
Okay, yeah. Ronan like looks at his own coin purse, and like a little puff of dust comes out. It's like, I think I might have to pass him now. How about that stewed onion?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we can do some stewed onion for you. That'll be 15 gold for you.
Ronan once again looks at his purse. Is like, how much for a pint?
Let me ask you this instead. I think I know your face. You're with Francis, right?
uh, that seems like a bold assumption.
Are you?
Uh, well, that
No
I
sense in
am.
lying. Yeah, let's just tell them the truth. Well,
Uh,
we are a Francis following town. So, don't think for a second that you're going to have to pay for anything here. Get some Kraken tenderloin for these two.
oh, you don't have to be so kind. We can just settle for the stew.
No, 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 no. It's fine. Ale, or what are you looking for?
I'll keep to ale. Don't want anything too strong.
Okay, very well then. There you are. Enjoy. This is a rarity of sorts, so
I'll make sure to save every last bite.
there you go. That's what we like to hear. Now, name's Juka, by the way. I run the tavern here. Good to meet both of
Pleasure
you.
to meet you, Juka.
So, are you here on business? Those Todrick followers have been in this town for quite a while now.
I've heard, what, about a year or two at this rate?
Yeah, they came in. I think they might have ran off this new local that we had. Her name was Delphina. Had this sweet little
Delphina.
girl with her. Worked here for a couple months.
Yeah.
But,
Tell me, what does this Delphina look like?
well, she was an elf. About average height, I would say. You know, about medium.
Wait, you're saying that the Todrick soldiers ran her off?
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, there was Lady Cypern showed up here with a young woman with her, and after that, I haven't seen the girl or Delphina since.
Shit. Would you possibly know where this Delphina might have gone?
Can't really say. She left without saying anything to anyone. She ran a stand here for a little bit. She had a house. The house is still there if you'd like to go take a look at that.
I might as well. Is anybody there now, or is it abandoned?
It's abandoned. We haven't. No one's moved in since she left.
I
We've
see.
been hoping she'd come back, but we don't know what happened to her.
Well, in any case, we're looking for her, so maybe we'll find out what happened to her.
You might want to consider talking to some of those soldiers too. I'd seen her talk to them on more than one occasion.
Soldiers.
Mm-hmm. The Todrick ones.
I see. I'll have to be a little on edge, but what? Tell me, how have they been treating you?
They've mostly
Soldiers,
left
that
us
is.
alone.
Have they?
Yeah, they posted up at the this abandoned warehouse we have in town, and quite frankly, they haven't bothered anyone. I mean, two of their soldiers got killed the day that Cypern showed up, but outside of that,
Well, I imagine. Being a Darren follower.
yeah.
Well. Well. Thank you for all the information.
Of
I'm in your
course.
gratitude.
Anytime I can help. Thank you for your service. Here's hoping Francis wins.
I pray for that as well, my friend. Yeah, I guess Rona will finish up the food and ale, and I guess he'll first approach the soldiers if they're just like patrolling around the town.
Okay.
And what was
Sorry, go ahead.
the name for the what I assume is Rowena's alias is what was it, Delphina? Or
Delphina, yeah.
okay.
And the soldiers aren't really patrolling the town. They're stood up at this warehouse that they've sort of turned into a compound for them.
Hmm.
And yeah, you're free to approach them if you wish.
Yeah, Rona will just take like a more casual approach and just.
So walking up to the soldier, he goes, "Ancient ones bless."
To you as well. Rona kind of like shakes his head. Tell me, I was looking for an old merchant here named Delphina. Apparently, you all spoke on a regular occasion.
I fear we're not too familiar, unfortunately.
No?
No,
Oh.
a Delphina, we don't know.
Hmm. What about an elf woman? Apparently, she used to live in the town.
We're familiar. You're referring to one of Todrick's prophets,
Prophet.
Rowena Cross.
Oh.
Yes,
Well, apologies for not using her honorifics.
of course. She was here. Yes.
Are you all here because she was also here, or?
Yes, we were stationed here to protect the girl that Rowena had brought down here.
Oh. I see. I suppose some top-notch secrecy then.
To an extent, yes, but we did fail in our mission, so the girl's no longer in our possession.
I heard that you all suffered casualties. I'm not sure how long ago.
Yes, a half-Minotaur woman and her human assistant killed 2 of our soldiers.
Did they take the girl?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Oh, I see. Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Are you a servant of Todrick as well?
Oh, no, me? I'm just a wandering mercenary.
I see. Perhaps you would like some work then?
Huh? Depending.
We just need to get that girl back.
I see. Do you know where they might have taken her?
Last thing we had heard from Almighty Todrick, the girl had been moved to Vecna. She's being kept in the dungeons of Castle Covington.
Dungeons?
Yes.
Why would they do that?
According to Todrick, Rowena relayed that the girl was undergoing some re-educating.
Ronan's just like, fists are just like, there's like a visible strain on his sword.
Yep.
I see. Well, I can definitely try to get her back. Depends on the rate, of course.
Todrick will pay whatever you require to attain the girl.
Well, as a singing strike, that's the exact kind of words I'd love to hear.
Well, very well then. Your mission is off, I suppose.
Very well.
Best of
Should
luck.
we bring the girl back here?
If you can. Yes.
Very well. If not here, is there maybe possibly a closer rendezvous point?
Todrick's taken up in Beaconsdale, if you would like to head there.
Alright. Very well. I'll head to Vecna as soon as I can. Thank you for your information.
Of course. Anytime we can help.
And Ronan's sheepishly, I imagine Rohan's somewhere else after talking to the soldiers, but
Okay. Yeah.
he says go back to Rohan.
Any word, brother?
They took Yuna back to Vecna. Apparently she's in the dungeons.
The hell? Why would a little
They
girl be
claim...
kept in the dungeons?
That's what I'm saying. They say that she's currently being re-educated. Sick bastards.
What does that even mean?
I don't know, and I'm too scared. Especially with how Mom and Yvette were acting back home, I'm
You don't
just
think
scared.
Father would let something happen to Yuna, surely. If he's
I don't
in
know.
Darren's court, I mean.
I don't know at
He's a
this point.
traditionalist, but doesn't he value family over everything?
Times change and people change, I guess. Father's no exception to that.
Do you think that we could get a meet with Father?
You think that might... You really think appealing to him might get her out of there?
I mean, he is her father at the end of the day. We have to try to appeal to his emotional side.
I don't know. I feel like it might just be better just to try to get Yuna out of there.
I assume you're not aware of the logistics of Castle Covington's dungeon, are you, Rohan?
I've never been
Ronan.
before.
Historically speaking, the dungeon itself is 100 feet below the castle.
I see.
Yeah.
I guess that would put a damper in a rescue attempt.
Would do that. Although, there has been rumors that there's a passage that leads out from Castle Covington to the Evergreen Mines.
Really?
Yeah. We could try to break in that way, I suppose. We should
Might be
let
the
Francis
best.
know this.
Alright.
And perhaps we should notify... Maybe we should try to talk to Father before we do anything too rash.
I guess. I suppose we ought to speak to him.
We can send a letter. And maybe get to speak to him.
If you think it's a good idea, then yeah, I'm right behind you.
Well, let's go back to camp and we'll tell Francis everything we've learned. He can send
Alright.
forth the message and we can meet with Father.
Alright. But first, I do want to see, at least check around that building they were speaking about. There might be some information on Yuna.
You think the guards will let you in?
Well, not the warehouse, but the home.
Oh.
This Athena.
Yes, we can do that, I suppose.
Alright. Yeah, Ronan's just gonna take a quick pit stop and...
Alright, yeah, the home looks like shit. You know, it's been
Oh, God.
abandoned for months. So you're pretty free to make your way inside. The door's unlocked. There's some vines that have overgrown the place, but you're free to go in.
Okay, yeah. Ronan just barges in, and I assume it's just dust everywhere.
Yep. Not only dust, but an investigation check awaits you as well.
Oh, fuck!
So if you'd like to
My
roll
arch
investigation,
nemesis!
you are welcome to.
That's a 9.
Okay. So looking around, you know, once again, everything is covered by dust, so it's sort of hard to tell what's what in here. But you find some religious text in the home, covering the ancient ones in sort of Todrick's word. And you see some notes on there that appear to be scribbled by Yuna. Sort of
Ronan will-
highlighting important points and making notes of things on there.
Ronan will just like pick up the pages and sort of like at the creases, like sort of like crumple them. Not like entirely, but like he's like holding them strained.
Mm-hmm. You alright, brother?
It just feels like she's being re-educated now, but she already has been re-educated.
What do you mean, brother?
He'll just like pass the papers over.
Oh. Oh no. Well,
I just don't know what this will mean for her. If she truly believes in this Todrick's religion and is sent down there, and more so, what will she think whenever she sees you again?
That is the question. Though, this text doesn't strain the importance of me, so hopefully she doesn't know about that part just yet.
Probably not. As Ronan sort of like just scatters the papers on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen enough. It was worth a shot. I thought there would be something a little bit more helpful, but
Shall we head back to camp then?
yep, right
Very
behind
well.
you.
Ronan and Rohan hop on their horses and depart for Francis's camp. Arriving there, much is the same here for the most part, as far as you can tell. Francis welcomes you both back, as does his wife Starka, as they're both like, "Good to see you again. How are things down in Radar?"
It was enlightening. It appears Una switched hands. Or has been... Dorn managed to get a hold of her. Apparently she's inside of Vecna's dungeon.
She's with Darren now, then.
Imprisoned, as far as I'm aware.
Damn it. Well, there's no telling what Darren would do to her.
They say that she's going through re-education.
Oh,
And it's...
well, that makes the
From what-
murder in Vecna make a lot more sense, I suppose.
I'm sorry?
A man was recently killed and hung out in the streets with an elk mask on him with a little piece of paper that said re-education ?
What the hell?
Yeah. It seems whoever had hold of Una before is not very happy with her treatment under Darren's rule.
Neither are we.
Well, then at least we're aligned in something, right?
Well, we've come up with two plans. Ronan wishes to approach our father and speak to him regarding Una. But apparently there's also a passage to the dungeons. Through the Emerald Mines, I believe.
Ah, yes, the Evergreen Mines.
Evergreen, yes.
Well, lucky enough, your father is attempting to sue for peace with us.
Is he?
He is. He wants me and Darren to make peace and is willing to meet with advisors of mine to do so. So, maybe this will be your chance to speak with him?
It's the best chance we'll get. It's better than meeting him at Vecna.
Very true. The meeting is going to be tomorrow. It'll be out in the fields where we previously met Darren.
See.
It'll just be your father's men and him. And you can take some soldiers with you as well.
Very well.
And if that doesn't work out, the Evergreen Mines it is.
Yep. I want to be optimistic about Father, but I don't know. I haven't seen him. Rowan sort of like looks up. What? 4 years now?
Somewhere around that.
So I don't know how much he's changed.
Well, either hopefully a lot or not a lot, depending on your perspective of your father.
All right. Tomorrow it is then.
Very well. You'll need your rest.
All right. Rowan goes to beddy bye.
All right. You go sleepy. Little sleepy head. The following morning.
Oh shit! I'm late. No.
Yeah. Ronan and Rohan completely missed the meeting.
Fuck!
Francis is killed.
Oh fuck!
Also,
It all went wrong.
Shalimar's gone crazy and everything in Vectans is happening now.
Oh God,
no.
did we accelerate the timeline?
Yeah, you did. You did. Missing that meeting had demonstrable effects on the timeline.
Oh fuck.
No. So, heading to... Ooh, that was a piss portal. Heading to the meeting spot. Rohan and Ronnen are accompanied by some Francis soldiers. And for the first time in years, Ronnen sees his father Roland standing on horseback across from him. Stern, bald. He dismounts the horse and walks towards the center of the field by himself.
Ronan will also dismount, calm the horse down, and also. Is Rohan also gonna like join him, or?
Yeah, Rohan will follow Ronan.
And yeah, he'll also just meet him in the center of the field. Father.
Ronan. Nothing like reuniting children and their father, right?
It really is heartfelt, isn't it?
Isn't it just? We know what we're here to discuss today. Let us
Indeed.
discuss it.
Darren actually wishes a peace.
With Francis, yes he does. But only in that Francis will swear fealty to him.
We've already heard this song and dance before.
You have. And if you're smart, your leader will actually take it this time. But granted, I know what your intellect is like, Ronan.
As cordial as ever, father.
Now, you two,
But
please. Hasn't this war taken enough from everyone? Do we really need to see more bloodshed?
At the same time,
I will
I
shed
really
as
doubt-
much blood as I have to see the proper king on the throne. Not
That's
that
exactly-
you two would know about that.
if I bet my ass, you were probably one of the people who instigate what happened at Ashbourne.
What happened at Ashbourne was a result of that religious zealot Todrick, who Darren is trying to get rid of and who your king is trying to keep alive.
You know, you speak of Todrick as this monster. And, to a degree, I agree.
He took your sister.
And you burned our home down!
Because I had to. Because our home was filled with those filthy zealots who would have kidnapped your other sister just the same. Would you rather see Yvette go down the same path as Yuna?
Was it
Locked in a
someone from our
dungeon?
town? Was it someone from our town who kidnapped her? Was it?
No. No, it wasn't.
So you just murdered a bunch of people because of
They follow
what
the
they
same
follow.
people who kidnapped your sister and my daughter.
Guilty by association.
You're goddamn right they are!
Now tell me, Father, where's Yuna right now?
She's at Castle Covington. She's safe.
Where in Castle Covington, huh? Is she there, sharing the room with you? Walking around the
can't.
courts?
She can't, Ronan.
And why's that?
Because she's been poisoned. Poisoned by the thoughts of the untrue King Todrick. He's
what
ruined
are
your
you-
sister, and Darren is seeking to fix her.
And what are you doing about that? Are you speaking to her? Are you doing as a father should and talking to her?
I have visited that little girl every day since she came to the castle. You think I wouldn't make sure that my children are being taken care of?
That'd be a first.
I would have done the same for you, Ronan, if you hadn't been a coward and ran away from our family after you murdered one of my workers.
Apologies for all those previous years never believing you would give me the chance.
I always questioned whether you were truly my son. And I'm starting to think that maybe you aren't. And you've managed to sway poor Rohan here into following you into this traitorous, treacherous behavior. I don't know what you did to talk him into it. but goddamn you. And how dare you accuse me of mistreating your sister Yuna? I love that child. Just like I love all my children. Except for you.
I wouldn't call a traitorous rat like you my father anyway.
Traitorous? I'm following the true king, Ronnen. As you should be too. As should be Francis. As should be Rohan.
You're a blind horse being held. All you know what to do is go forward. I follow Francis because of what I've seen.
And I follow Darren because of what I've seen.
And what have you seen, father?
What
has he done to help this country?
I've seen him do what Daimorel truly needs. Every step of the way, he's thought of the people of Daimorel. He's thought of our safety. He's thought of the sanctity of the crown. Can you say the same of Francis, who retreated south to gain favor with foreigners?
And tell me, what is this certain legion that you've also come of hold of, huh?
Excuse me?
From Hakai.
Yes. Yes, it's true. Darren had to seek foreign help after he petitioned all the houses of Daimorel, including us.
And tell me, where has that gotten him so far?
So far, he still holds the capital. He's still the rightful king.
For how long? Everyone's seen the writing on the wall, father.
What writing? What have you been reading, Ronnen? Please, inform me. I'm curious.
We all know Darren's losing.
He's not.
His own men are betraying him every day. Even those in the closest in his courts.
What are you talking about?
Oh, a little bird on the
Who's
wall.
betrayed Darren, the true king? Name me names then, Ronnen, if you're so brazen. If you can truly speak forth an actual traitor, name them. Name them here and now. To show me that you're not a traitor protector, as you've proven yourself to be time and time again.
That would involve me having to prove something to you, father.
And God knows you could never do that. Not in all your years of living. Your mother may not regret you. Yvette may even admire you, and Rohan certainly follows you, but I know the truth. I know the reality of you, Ronnen. I should have known the moment that we were going to have this peace talk today, that your stubbornness was going to lead us to more war. So be it. If more people have to die for you and your false king to be satiated, very well then. And Roland turns around and starts walking away at this point.
And Yuna? You won't even release her back to Mother? To Yvette?
He doesn't say anything. Just keeps walking.
Have a good life, father.
I feel like that could have gone better.
Maybe you should have spoken.
I didn't see a point that I could cut in, if I'm quite honest.
I suppose we were yelling at each other quite a bit.
Well, I guess this means we'll be traversing the mines then, doesn't it?
It does. But I really doubt I could have talked him into letting Yuna out.
Very well then. We did our best, Ronan. We tried.
Yeah. We did.
Well, shall we go back to camp and alert Francis that relations are worse than they were before?
I might get demoted after this.
You just may. Let's go. So two brothers mount up their horses and make their way back to Francis's camp, where he awaits you. So, do we have peace in our time?
We couldn't strike an accord. he demanded your fealty once again, it was just 2 years all over again.
Well, then I suppose you'll have to go and seize the girl.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Apologies, Lord Francis, for not being able to keep a more level head.
It's okay. Ronnen, I understand you have a history with your father that may have made things quite difficult. So, the Evergreen Mines are quite a ways away from here.
Suppose we best get a move on then, with your permission, of course.
Very well then. I wish you all the best and, well, nothing but safety, I suppose.
Thank you.
Of course.
No doubt we'll be back and ready and willing to help the war effort.
That's what I like to hear, Ronnen. Very well. We'll be heading off then.
Safe travels, my king.
We've got quite a ride ahead of us, Ronnen.
I heard so. How far far up are we going?
Past Beaconsdale into the mountains.
I thought you said that we shouldn't go into the mountains.
We shouldn't, but the Evergreen Mines are isolated from whatever hell resides up there, so at the very least we'll have a safe place to go to.
Are the mines still being used, or?
Yes. Yes, they are. And there may be a seal on the passageway that we need to break through, but I suppose we'll deal with that when the time comes.
I don't think either of us are that equipped for that.
No, but the miners will be. And surely we
Oh.
can find some Francis supporters in there somewhere.
Hopefully.
Very well then. We'll be off. My lord.
My lord.
And thus, the Ashford brothers make their way off once more, heading to the mountains, to the Evergreen Mines.
More fiddlesticks! Oh, fuck!
Oh god, oh fuck!
The trees,
Make your way
man!
to Beaconsdale. Make your way up to the Evergreen Mines. At an altitude that neither brother would be used to, I would dare say.
Oh yeah, we're used to sea level.
Yep. And thus, you're finally at the Evergreen Mines, which is at the peak of one of the mountains up there. Huh. Damn.
Mm,
How long is it
I
been?
prefer it back home.
I agree completely.
If I see another fucking, even an inch, if we have to go up one more inch, I think I'm just gonna die.
Well, on the bright side, we'll just have to go down a lot of inches, it looks like.
How does Evergreen look? Is it pretty big, or is it?
Evergreen, it's a small mining town overall. You've got some houses here and there, but largely it's just mining equipment and mining shops and so on and so forth.
Well, I suppose we'll take a look. Take a look. See, is there marketplace, tavern?
Sorry, one more time.
Is there like a marketplace or a tavern?
Yeah, there's a tavern up here for sure. And you're free to
I
make
guess
your way
before.
inside.
Yeah, I guess before Ronan's goes go to Rohan. Do you know of any? Do you know of the tunnel that might lead to the dungeon, or?
Me personally? They say it's at the very bottom of the mines. Due to the fact that the dungeon is 100 feet below Castle Covington.
True, once again. Hopefully a miner can lead us there.
Hopefully we can
Is
find
there-
one that will.
Anything in the mines that might be of concern?
I don't know,
Treacherous,
personally.
All right.
I
think
know
we
where
might
it is.
I guess we're both.
Turn
Slow
around
turn.
and see a tabaxi standing behind you.
Is it Chinku or?
Yes. No, no, no,
Oh,
no, no,
shit.
no, it's not Shenko.
Okay,
No,
I'm just
no.
like, wait, what? Oh, fuck.
No, a tabaxi stands before you. A younger looking tabaxi, I'll say.
Oh, hello there. What's your name?
My name is Wisp in the Wind, but you may refer to me as Wisp or Wind if you wish.
All right, Wind. I assume you're from around here?
I am. And I've made my way into Castle Covington multiple times through that dungeon.
Have you now?
I have. It's a trek. A dangerous trek, some would even say.
How dangerous are we talking?
I'm one of very few that come back from that tunnel alive.
Is there creatures down there, or?
Something like that, if you can call them creatures.
Oh, lovely. So, would you be willing to take us there?
I would be. It is my destiny to. I've long waited for you two to come here. Two Ashbourne-born brothers seeking
know of
refuge.
us.
That's right. Your future was told to me many months ago.
By who?
A tiefling lady named Augury.
Is there particular reason she told you this, or?
She just simply sees the future. She knows that you two would be wanting to save your sister.
Hmm.
And I'm going to help you save your sister.
Well, if you're so willing, Wisp, I guess who are we to deny that?
Very well. Follow me to the Evergreen Mines, and I will show you the way. Keep in mind, though, journeying through these mines is not going to be a short journey. You should bring lots of resources, lots of water, food, anything else you may need.
All right.
It's going to be dangerous. Dangerous beyond your comprehension. We'll probably even have to set up a tent down there to sleep at some point.
Whatever it takes, we'll get Yuna back.
That's the spirit. Follow me! Dusty starts leading you toward the mines.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. He leads you to a rope that goes down a hole, and he goes, "This is the way to the bottom."
Oh. I was expecting a giant mine shaft or quarry.
Nope. The mines don't go down to that level, for good reason.
Oh.
Unfortunate, because there's a lot of good resource down there, but they don't want to run the risk of those creatures getting out.
These creatures, what are they?
They don't have names. Things beyond comprehension, never before documented.
I see.
I don't even have names for them,
Tch.
but it's best we try to avoid them if we want to live.
I'll trust in your judgment then. Tell me, Wind, why is it that you go to the dungeon?
I like to steal things from Castle Covington.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's simple, huh?
the dungeon allows an easy access entrance. Then once I'm in, just be taking stuff.
Have you been there recently, or?
Oh, yes.
So, you've seen her, yeah?
Oh, yes. The girl was there last time I went down.
How does she look?
Okay. If a bit abused, I'd say.
I'll have the bastard's head.
Well, we should get the girl first, surely.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Alright.
Alright,
Shall we?
after you.
Alrighty. So, you make your way down into very, very deep underground of the Evergreen Mines. It's dark down here. As Wisp lights a torch and goes, all right. If you wanted to turn back, this is the last chance you have to.
Wouldn't even dream of it.
Rohan's still climbing down the rope when suddenly it snaps at the end and he falls. Oh!
Oh shit!
Damn!
Right there.
That ground's hard as fuck. Oh, damn. Yes, that rope breaks every time.
Every time?
Yeah. Keeps people from going back up.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So how are we supposed to get out of here?
Well, once we get to Castle Covington, we make our way out through the surface.
Oh, we leave through there. We
Mhm.
don't come back?
That's right.
Oh.
Plus, I couldn't afford to have people chicken shitting out on me once we get down here, you know?
Well, then what was that whole spiel about letting us go if this is the time to turn back?
Yeah, that was a lie.
Oh.
Yeah. I knew the rope was going to break after Rohan got down here. I have it magically inclined to, actually.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It'll heal afterwards, after we leave.
This is quite elaborate.
It's a living, you know?
I thought that you were given a destiny to us in particular, or do you just take people down here all the time?
I take people down pretty frequently. I need distractions for the monsters, you know?
Not us, though, right?
No, I'll get you there. As was my destiny foretold by that tiefling.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm the good
Hey,
guy.
Ronan, we'll walk over to Rohan to, pick him back up.
Are we sure we want to trust this man? I guess
I
we're
don't
sort of
know.
out of choice at this point, aren't we?
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't believe there's exactly an option anymore.
Very well then. Let's start going. Oh, my back. Damn.
Come on. Come on, old man.
Alrighty. And thus you start navigating this deep, dark tunnel underneath the Evergreen
Deep
Mines.
underground.
You can hear the sound of things in the distance. Not really sure what they are, but you hear things left and right and center.
What is that?
Those are the things I've referred to earlier. It'd be good that we don't make too much noise, for they'll come out and fucking eat some of us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right?
just keep your head down.
It just sounds so wet.
Oh yeah. Give me a stealth check, Tim.
Oh, fuck.
Uh-huh.
An 11.
That'll just work.
Oh, shit. I have good stuff. I need to get a pair of leather armor.
All right. So, you continue sneaking along, making your way through the tunnel. It's quite a long trip, actually. You have to stop and set up camp multiple times over your journey through here. It takes about a year to get through here.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Jesus!
So luckily, Wind brought enough food and water and resources for the trip. And you're sort of at the year end of the trip, and he goes, "Well, this looks like it'll be our last day together, I fear."
Oh yeah? Are we actually going to approach it? Are we nearly approaching it?
Yep, we're almost there. Tell me, have you forgotten what sunlight looks like yet?
I fear the moment I see it, I'm going to go blind.
Some people do. So be careful.
Okay.
In burst, you know? Poor Tommy. Anyways. Yeah, so once we get up there and we get your sister, what's your plan from there?
We'll probably try to go back to wherever Francis is.
Yep. What do you
Well,
think
at the
of
very least-
what do you think of Francis? Good guy?
I believe in him.
Yeah? Over Darren?
Yeah.
Hmm.
What about you?
I don't believe in kings. I think they're all a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, I was right there with you, and But after being with Francis all these years and kind of changed my mind.
Alrighty. Well, he probably won't do it for me, but it's good that he did it for you. Now, shall we?
All right, yeah, right behind you.
Alrighty. And thus he leads you to the dungeon entrance at this point. Well, here it is.
I thought there was gonna be some sort of seal down here.
Oh, yeah. I destroyed that a couple trips ago.
Yeah, checks out.
Yeah.
So what? Do we just walk in, or?
Yeah, we can just head inward. Maybe your sister should be right there. The cells are just across from this hole.
Yeah. All right. And yeah, Ronan will just take point.
All
So
right, you
just
make your
open
way
the door slowly.
inside, and you open the door and you see the dungeon. Go ahead and roll perception for me, Tim.
All right. Heck, put 15.
Okay, so looking in, something doesn't feel right. Looking in here, you see the dungeon, but you don't see Yuna inside at the moment.
What the? Wind, I don't see her.
Maybe we need to proceed further in. Maybe she's in one of the further holding cells.
Why would they move her?
Perhaps for her re-education?
Ronan's cut just slowly looks back at him. You know of her re-education?
I mean, after what happened to her previous teacher, who couldn't? I mean, he was hung in the park. Gutted. The note stabbed to his body.
Well, to be fair, Darren's term of re-education hasn't exactly been too inspiring.
I think your mind may be changed if you were to meet the man.
So you met him before?
Oh, yes. And at this point, give me a dexterity saving throw, Tim.
Oh, fuck! I fucking knew it, that rat. 14.
Oh, man. All right. So, you're attacked from behind. Shoved forward by wind at this point into the dungeon. And Rohan goes, "The hell?" And Wind grabs Rohan and starts struggling with him at this point.
So I am in the dungeon at this point?
You are in the dungeon, yes.
Ah, son of a bitch! Is it well lit, or do I see anybody? Is there anybody else, or
Not that you can see at the moment.
is there a way to get back up there, or?
To where they are?
Yeah.
No, not at this moment.
Son of a bitch.
And Rohan gets thrown into the dungeon with you at this point. And then you
Shit.
hear the sound of many swords drawing. All right, you two. Let's see some fucking hands. Sorry, there was a bigger price on your head than your sister's. My apologies.
The next time I find you, Wind, I'm getting your head.
Oh, that's the great thing about this, Ronan. You'll never see me again. And he disappears into the hole in the wall at this point.
Fuck.
Put your weapons down, boys.
Ronan will draw his and then, for a brief second, throws him down on the ground.
Rohan will do the same.
I guess this was a little too good to believe.
Well, we knew you'd have ambitions about saving your sister, so Wind was put up in Evergreen as a spy for us. Now, you ready to meet King Darren? The
Would you
true
be surprised
king?
if I said no?
Cuff 'em, boys. And these guys are rough handling the shit out of you. They throw you.
Oh, yeah.
Throw the cuffs on you, kick you in the face. You know, the usual. And thus you're taken to the throne room, where King Darren sits on the throne, Shanku by his side. Well, well, well. If it isn't the Ashford boys.
Displeasure to meet you again, Darren.
You two have been making quite the mess for me recently.
Oh, apologies.
And now,
Our father raised us better than that.
I would have assumed he did. He's a good man, your father. Truly. Now, you're going to tell me about the murder that you committed the other day.
Apologies.
The man that was killed in the street. Your sister's re-educator. Explain yourselves.
Well, you see, the alibi is that we've been in a cave for the past year, so it couldn't have been us.
And I'm just supposed to believe that. Who would disagree more with the re-education of your sister than you two filthy Francis followers?
Unlike you, I don't murder random people.
Ronnen, I've never murdered a random person. Name me one murder that wasn't justified.
How about a half of Ashbourne?
Todrick followers, the lot of them.
So what, instead of just occupying the town, you chose to slaughter them wholesale?
They would have burned your city to the ground before I ever could.
Ah, I
You're
see, yes.
welcome.
I must thank the man who preemptively destroyed my hometown for the people who may have destroyed my hometown. My apologies.
Now you're learning, Ronnen. Maybe you won't have to be kept in the dungeons for months on end after this. Or maybe we could just kill you now.
That would save us all the better time and not me having to waste oxygen in the same air as you.
Your father certainly wouldn't mind cutting your head off, but unfortunately I fear your brother Rohan wouldn't let me live with it. Sadly. I don't assume you know where Cypern is either. I assume.
As we checked, she was... Oh, what? A year back? What was the town again? You and your men marching on it?
Jadina.
Jadina. She was there. Last time we saw her.
And I'm not to assume that you've taken her again, as you've taken Yuna.
Sorry.
You heard me. You knew there was someone missing in the dungeon. You came here to assassinate me, yes?
No, we were trying to find Yuna.
Don't bullshit me, Ashford. You have the girl.
I don't want your head. I wanted her. We were trying to rescue her. That was the whole plan.
Well, then I guess we're both disappointed then. Guards, take them to the dungeon. Let them get used to their new home. And thus, Rohan and Ronnen are escorted away by the guards, taken to the dark dungeon, 100 feet below the castle.
Boy.
Thrown into a cage. Your binds are taken off of you. Then you're left there, in silence.
Rohan?
Yes, brother.
I see you're still around.
I'm still here.
Don't reckon you have a plan to get us out of here.
Not for the moment, no.
Shit. I'm sorry I got us in this mess.
I agreed to come on the job. It's my fault as well. Blame yourself too much.
Oh no. Everything... If I spoke to Father more cordially, if I learned what wind was really about, this all could have been prevented.
Suddenly, you hear the footsteps of someone entering the dungeon.
Ruh-roh.
You're met with a silence of sorts. Just the footsteps.
Well, if you're here to torture us, you might as well just stop with the theatrics.
And then a red tiefling enters your eyesight. You're the Ashford boys.
Possibly.
Either
Who are you?
Or you aren't. I'm Augury.
So you're the guy, or you're the woman who sent on the wind.
I did. I regret it in some steps.
I regret it too.
You truly don't have your sister then.
No.
Unfortunate. That would have been
What
the
do
one
you
thing to
want
get
with
you
her?
out of here. Me? Nothing. I'm simply looking out for our future king.
Ah, I see.
But
I almost pity you to a degree.
don't pity me. I'm on the winning side. You don't know it yet. But I do. Now, if I let you out of here, where will you go?
Wherever Yuna is.
I wish I knew where that was.
I'll find a way. I'll find her no matter what.
Very well then. I'll let you out. But you must leave this place.
Won't Darren be a little irate that we were to escape?
Don't worry. I'll make it look like you escaped on your own.
What's in it for you?
Don't worry about what's in it for me. Just take your freedom and run.
Rohan? What do you think?
If she's offering us freedom, I say we take it.
It almost seems a little too good again.
Yeah, well, what are they going to do? Recapture us again?
I guess it would be pretty elaborate if they just decided to release us only to catch us again. Alright, Augury. You got a deal.
Good. She unlocks the gate and lets you out. And lets Rohan out. Rohan sort of runs forward and she stops you and goes, and I'm sorry for what's going to happen to your brother.
Sorry?
Trades have to be made.
The hell does that mean?
You better catch up with them if you want to say goodbye.
What the hell? Rohan? As Ronan just immediately starts running towards him.
Yeah. Yeah, so in keeping with the steps of Rohan, you're sort of on his tail, but you can't quite see him as you keep turning and just keep finding a new corridor, and eventually you lose track of him completely at this point.
Rohan! Rohan, wait up!
And eventually you find yourself in the courtyard of the castle. Escape just in front of you at this point. But you still haven't seen Rohan.
I guess Ronan will just try to like stick near the wall and try to wait for him. God damn it, where did he go? Shit.
Alright. And from the top of the courtyard you hear a voice call out to you. Ronnen!
Turns around.
You look up and see King Darren on the wall. Rohan stood behind him, hands bound behind him.
Darren, what the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm doing what we should have done with you Ashford brothers a long time ago. Cyprin, your axe, please.
Cyprin, don't do it! Please!
And you can just hear the sound of the swoosh as the axe comes swinging down. And Rohan's head rolls off from the top of the courtyard and down to Ronan's feet. Let this be a warning to Francis. You can take the head with you. Consider it a souvenir.
Rohan?
Now be gone, Ashford. I'm showing you a mercy today.
I won't share that same mercy with you, Darren.
And Darren
As
just
he-
walks away.
Ronan will cup Rohan's head, just tuck in his body, and just start sprinting out.
And that's where we're going to end for today.
Where is she?
Alrighty. So, how is Ronan feeling in and out of character at this point?
I'd say that Ronan is pretty, how would one say, blinded by rage?
I can understand that, yeah. Yeah. I dare say Darren's turning into more of a villain in your story.
I
say?
dare say, I would say that there's gonna be comeuppance, hopefully, maybe, and I might come to a little head with how Francis wants to keep his brothers alive, because Ronan kind of doesn't want to keep his brothers alive at this rate.
Yeah. Alrighty. And yeah, how's Tim doing out of character?
I'm having a blast. I love the betrayal. I love Whisper the Wind's betrayal. Just the last second, just like, wait a fucking second.
Excuse me.
Hold up.
Oh.
Yeah, I love the sequence too of just like not being able to keep up with Rohan. That was that was a really fun sequence.
Oh yeah, anxiety-inducing. I hope.
And yeah, that was a blast. That was a fun time. I didn't expect the axe to literally come down this session.
Sure did. It sure did. Now things are lining up.
Yeah, especially with Cyphrin being the oh god.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you gotta tell me, has that already happened in Leslie's session?
Nope. It's going to happen in the next session.
Fuck. Oh no.
Because Darren's got some leverage on Cypern, unfortunately, and Cypern's going to have to do what Darren says, I fear.
Yeah. Oh no, oh god. This ain't gonna be good. This is
No, it's not. No, it is not.
What a wonderful train wreck. What a wonderful.
I'm going to tell Leslie that you're scared for her. And yeah, that is how it goes.